studio and getting things done. That's what I'm trying to say. Look at that. Don't that cool? That's how that's looking at the end of instruction 6. So we'll move on to instruction 7. What we need to do now is get this part, which is from the previous issue, and we're going to be attaching this manifold to the block. So this is self-explanatory. You just put that to the side there like that, and then we're going to put 2 AP screws just there and there to attach that together. And I'll keep putting these AP screws, there we go. Can you tell I'm ready for a holiday? Oh yes. Right, so we brought this piece over from one of the past issues, and these raised pieces here will go into these 2 holes here. Right over those 2 holes like that, and make sure the injectors are all in these little holes. You know, click. Might have to line up, that should be enough. Yeah, it is started to go on lock, but it's a tough one. But we're getting there. Hey all, welcome back to the channel, Rich43. Hope you're doing good, guys. Hope you're all well. Today I'm building more of the Fast and Furious Toyota Supra, beautiful Mark IV, and we're at issue 9. There's the mag, there's the parts, which we'll take a look shortly. Guys, check out my new build to the channel, Star Wars Darth Vader. I've just put a video out, the first stage of that in pack 1. That's up now on my channel. Check that out, guys. And if you want more, guys, and you ain't already, remember to subscribe, like, also comment, share, press that bell notification. You'll always be notified every time I put whatever build I'm doing up on the channel. But without further ado, guys, let's crack on with the Toyota Supra from Fanhome. Okay then, guys, so here we go, another issue of the Fast and Furious build, the legendary Toyota Supra Mark IV from Fanhome. There's the mag, here's the parts. What we'll do is quickly look through the mag first, and then we'll crack on with the parts. We'll get them out and get this thing built. We're going to be working on more of the engine block today, which usually, these are the main heart of these models, guys. All these car builds you can do, the engine is like the heart of the build, really, the details, etc. And usually we'll start off with the engine and then progress, like build around it. But yeah, here's the instructions. The engine block, part 5 of building the engine block. I've got a lot of goodies here, but what I'm going to do is I'll take a screenshot of that and put that on the video around about now, and then we'll just go through the build, guys, and I'll explain what I'm putting on at the time of using whatever pieces we're using. But as you can see, very busy issue today. By the end of today's video, guys, that's what we're going to be left with, 2 parts of the engine block. So, let's bring the parts over. Right, look at all those pieces. Right, I'm going to get those out, guys, put them to one side and get them ready to get this build done. Okay then, guys, so for instruction 1, we've got these 3 pieces here. We are basically connecting the air conditioning compression, yeah, easy for me to say, the air conditioning compressor to So I'm going to take this piece here, which is plastic, and this black coloured piece here, and basically got 2 pins there, 2 holes. It's as simple as just pushing those like that together. Now you've got a big one and a little one here, so they'll only go in one way. There we go. Just click that together like that. And then you've got to take this little piece here, which has got R34 on the top, if you can see that. And basically again, you've got a big pin and a little pin, so you can only go one way. Push that, make sure it's all lined up. And there we have the air conditioning compressor. And that's instruction 1 all done. So we're going to crack on and move on to instruction 2. Now what we're going to do is bring this piece we did the other week, and we're going to connect these 2 pieces together. You can see there you've got like a little slot there, and there you've got like a T shape. Basically just got to put that in like that. So that's how that's looking. And then we're going to join those together with an IP screw. So just carefully turn that over, line this IP screw up. There we go, get that in there, and then screw that in. Should be easy enough because we're going into plastic, guys. There shouldn't have any issues. Yeah, just apply a bit of pressure from that side and it shouldn't move because you've got that little T shape. Right, so we've brought this piece over from one of the past issues, and these raised pieces here got to go into these 2 holes here. So what we do is basically just push those together like so. Look at that, it's starting to get built there, guys. Ain't that cool? And then what we're going to do is take some BM screws, 4 BM screws, yeah. And we're going to put one in there, there, and there, and that will join these 2 parts of the block together. So let me look for a BM screw. That's these here. Yeah, it's always exciting this part, guys, when you're doing the engine. It's like the heart of the model, really. That's how I look at it anyway. Let's move these screws over. Let's get these put in. That's that right. Again, use some oil, guys, when you put these in, just on the tip of the screw, and then it shouldn't give you any problems screwing into metal. And do them nice and tight because you don't want your block falling apart further down the line. Yeah, so I'm going to make sure all these are nice and tight, and then we'll move on to instruction 4. Yeah, so all those 4 screws, those BM screws, are nice and tight, and that's how this part of the block is now looking at this stage. So I'm going to put that to one side. Moving on to instruction 4, we are now doing the intake manifold. And what we need to do for this is take this part and join this part to it. So basically you've got these little pieces hanging down here where we're going to be screwing together. You've got to push those in those slots, and that little pin will go in there. Yeah, that go in, and then we've got to put 2 screws just in there, 2 AP screws. So I'll just get some AP screws out. Let's get my favourite screwdriver. Whatever makes life easy, guys, and I like using different screwdrivers through the builds. Whatever's good for the job, if that makes sense. So got the AP screw. Now we need to put them in these 2 holes here. So one in there. It's nice and tight. Also, guys, I've got another chance of doing another build soon. as the DB5 is finished, not finished, but I'm having to have it delivered now. I've got all the boxes here, all the builds, all the packs. No need to replace it. Not replace it as such because it's still on the channel. But I don't know what to build. Any ideas, guys? Comment down below and I'll think about it. I'll take them all on board because I ain't got a clue what to build. Whether I build another Fast and Furious car, the Skyline, I ain't got a clue. Or do I go for building a boat? I'm not sure. Anyway, back to today. That's 9E. That part's plastic. That's going to go. These pins here pushed into those holes. Push that in. Yeah, but comment down below, guys, if you've got any ideas what I could build next. But that's where we're looking anyway. At the end of instruction 4. Beautiful. I mean, look at this detail here, guys. Look at that. Down to the writing. Doesn't that look amazing? Put that to one side anyway. And now what we're going to do is take these little pieces here. We're going to be inserting. It's going to be fitted, guys. These little things. The injectors. So let's get these injectors out. Right, that's all of them. And what we need to do, I don't think we need to, no, we don't need any glue. So basically these just push in. Just looking to make sure they're the right way round. Got to be up like that. So if I push that in like that. Yep, simple as that. Same again. Simple as that, guys. Just push them all in. Just checking I've put them the right way around. I think so. Look good to me. It doesn't say apply glue, so I'm not, and I don't think they'll need it because they're pretty tight fit, to be fair. Yeah, that's all over it. And that is instruction 5 all done. So now we'll move on to instruction 6. Okay, for instruction 6, as I get myself comfy in my chair, we're now connecting the fuel pressure regulator. So basically it's got to go just here at the end there. This is what we're attaching. That's the fuel pressure regulator. And what you want to do here, guys, is just get this, that needs to go on that way round. So you'll be attaching that with a HP screw. But to know it's right, let me just try and show you that little pin there. It's got to be facing to your right as you're looking at it. Just so you know you put it the right way around. Right, so let's get this screw attached for a fiddle about with that. Just be careful not to damage your injectors also while you do this. Okay, carefully start that screwing into there. Again, you're into plastic, so you shouldn't have any issues putting this together. Screw that in. It's a bit too big to use for this, to be fair. There we go. It's nice and tight. There you go. That's how it should be looking. As looking at it, it should be pointing that way, that little pin. That's all your injectors. Pretty cool. So let's move on to instruction 7. Now what we're doing, guys, is applying the, let me just look at the intake tank, the left one. Just looking if there's a L on there, I can't see anything. But yeah, this is the left one. What we're going to do is those two indents there, where we're going to screw it together in a minute with some AP screws, got to go on the manifold pipes. These pieces here sticking out. Simply it's just pushing that on like that. So it's going to look like that shiny detail, guys, beautiful. And then if I hold that there, like so, just got to take 2 AP screws and get those screwed in. Start that one off. Get the other one. Same again in that hole there. screw those in nice and tight, and then that is all we have to do in instruction 7. Then we'll move on to instruction 8. Yeah, those are nice and tight. Beautiful. That's how that's looking. So yeah, let's keep moving and go to instruction 8. Now what we need to do is connect the injector rail, which is this piece we've just done, and we've got to put that into the intake manifold. So these little pins here you can see basically going to be pushing into these 2 holes. So be careful not to damage your injectors as you do this, guys. So we'll carefully line those up and just give them a nice little push over, which shouldn't be too difficult, as you can see. There we go. Just be careful not to damage your injectors as you do this. Beautiful. That's how it's looking. Simple as that. Right, so now move on to instruction 9. Now we've got to take some pieces we've done already and parts we've got. We've got to attach it all together. So we'll need this piece here. Also this piece we've had in today's issue. Okay, for instruction 9 then, guys, it's going to be a bit fiddly, but it's doable. We've got this part of the block from a previous issue, and this piece here, we've basically got to put the injectors into all these holes here. So just move that to one side a minute. Just carefully does this, guys. You might find it easier holding it in the air or onto the desk. I'm going to try it on the desk. So you have to take this piece, apply over those 2 holes like that, and make sure the injectors are all in these little holes. You can hear them click. Might have to line them up a bit so they all go into place. When you're happy, give it a little push so they all line into place. That's nearly right. Yeah, we'll make sure all these are in line, guys, and then we'll move on and attach it to the rest of the block. Little tip there, guys, as well. Use your tweezers, just line them up with the holes, and they just all slot into place. Simple as that. So now what we've got to do is I'll just line a screw up ready. Is apply this. Let me just look on the instructions here. Yeah, like that. Yeah, that just slots onto there like so. And then we attach those 2 pieces together with some AP screws. That looks a bit twisted in there, but we'll see how it goes. It's going in, so that's fine. Brilliant. Same again with this side. You could say it was fiddly, but it wasn't that bad, to be fair. I've had worse. Brilliant. Those are 2 AP screws in, nice and tight there. Now what we're going to do is, let me just look on here, turn that back way around, like so. And we've got to now add on some little fine extra details here. Right, so instruction 10, simple. We've got these 3 holes here. What we're going to do is these little duct connections basically, I can't talk today. Duct connection basically into the intake, the air intake. And you can see there's like a D shape on there. The holes are in D shape, so they will only go on one way. So let's put this first one in. Be careful not to damage anything as we push them in. They're nice and tight as well, because they're not going anywhere. That's that one in. Same again with this one in the middle. All you've got to be careful about is when you're pushing that you don't damage anything you've already put together. Yeah, that's it. Second piece in. That's those 2 pieces in. And lastly, but not least, we'll now put this one in. Beautiful. There we go. And that takes us to the end, instruction 10. Brilliant, look at that. This is going to be looking magnificent when it's built, guys. This engine alone. So let's move on to instruction 11. So with instruction 11, we've got to now attach these two pieces to the manifold. So here you've got a big pin and a little pin, and here you've got a big hole and a little hole, so you know where this is going. Can't go wrong here, guys. Basically just push that on top of there. When you're happy, give it a nice push. There you go. So that's looking. Same again, you've got a D shape here, so it can only go in one way. So just attach that to that. But do be careful, because if you haven't got it in the right position and you put too much pressure, you will damage the item. You're going to give you a bit of an headache. See, that's a bit off anyway. That's meant to be like that, I think. There you go. Meant to be a bit diagonal. That makes sense. So yeah, if you'd have pushed that too hard without looking at that, you would have damaged it. And like I say, you can give yourself a bit of an headache. Look at that though, guys. That is beautiful. Shiny, and it's just going to pop in this Toyota Supra Mark IV. Love it. Right, so now for instruction 12, we need to take these two little pipes we've been given. Take the short one, that's got to go on the top of this piece here. Just slide that over that pin here. Shouldn't have any issues pulling them over this, to be fair. He says what you might have to do is warm the pipe up. What I tend to do is just put it in my mouth, and that should be enough. Is it going to play? No. Usually these are not too hard to put on, but we'll see how we go. All about just taking your time. But these feel a bit tough to put on, to be fair. I think we've got that. Yeah, it is started to go on lock, but it's a tough one. But we're getting there. It's going on. There we go. Got it. See, it can be done. And then what we're going to do is take the longer pipe. So as you look in, it needs to go on that pin there. So let's just try again, see how we get on. The trick is just to go slow, guys. Don't force it on, because it bends the pipe. Just a little bit of time. There we go. That's going on a bit easier. Just guide it on. There we have it, done. And that is it for today, guys. That is it for this week's build of the Fast and Furious Toyota Mark IV. And this is what we've got so far of the engine block. Brilliant. Do hope you enjoyed it, guys. Oh, we've also got this bit here as well. Don't forget the air filter bit. Do hope you enjoyed it, guys. Give us a big thumbs up. See you in the next one. Take care. And that is it for this week's build for the Toyota Supra, guys. I do hope you enjoyed it from Fanhome. Please give us a big like, we'd really appreciate that. And if you haven't already, remember to subscribe. And when you subscribe, click that bell notification. You'll always be notified with whatever put up on the channel. Do appreciate all your support, guys. Keep it coming. All the subs, etc. and the views. I do love you guys, you know that. Coming up next, guys, we've got more DB5 from the Gora model. So that's the next video coming up next. Do hope you enjoyed this video, guys, but I'm going to leave it there and see you in the next one. Take care. See ya. Peace.